Hi, this is Lily Cotilla, and welcome to Plant Medicine Integration Therapy. Ibogaine is a plant medicine indigenous from the Bwiti tribe in Africa, and they have been using it ceremoniously and ritually, as well as for addiction, for decades. The beauty about Ibogaine is that it is a central nervous system shock. It gives your body a jump start on many different levels, whether it's addiction or depression or PTSD. It just brings you to a different platform internally within your body so that your neurocircuitry system is literally running on a different platform. My father once told me a story that I think is very parallel in terms of how Ibogaine works. And this story took place in London. A fellow was being beat up by somebody, and there was a crowd of people just standing around, and this guy kept beating this guy up. So one bloke tapped the guy on the shoulder and said, "Excuse me, sir, do you have a fag?" And the guy looked at him like he was nuts, and he paused for a minute and then got out a cigarette and gave it to him. And he stopped. The guy took the cigarette, and again there was a pause. And then the fellow asked, "Excuse me, sir, and do you have a light?" And the guy looked at him again like he was nuts, and he lit his cigarette. And then he went back to start to beat up the guy who he was beating up, and the platform had changed. Something about that dynamic and that interaction got his internal system and the direction and pace in which that abuser was going. He was no longer internally on that same path and just didn't get into the same mode, so he no longer continued beating up the guy, and he walked away from the scene. So point being that Ibogaine, just like that interruption from that guy, when someone is stuck on a platform, no matter how much time has passed, whether it be minutes, hours, or years, sometimes a drastic shock is needed in order to change perspective, get out of that gear, get out of that scene, get out of that pattern, that mode, everything above. So keep Ibogaine in mind if you want to really transform, shape your life differently from what you are currently existing in. Okay, I look forward to meeting you, hopefully.